The 501st Legion, the most infamous unit of clone troopers in the entire Grand Army of the Republic, led into battle by Jedi General Anakin Skywalker and Commander Ahsoka Tano, they saw some of the harshest battles of the Clone Wars and embraced both their unity and individuality more than any other known clone unit. While you may be familiar with Rex or Fives and Ekko, there are probably some lesser-known members of the Legion you forgot about or never even knew of, and that's why we're here. Today, we're going over them all, at least the named ones. This is every single 501st Clone Trooper explained. Captain Rex. As the captain of the 501st, Rex served as second in command to Jedi General Anakin Skywalker, whose bravery and love for unconventional battle tactics he also came to share during the war. He also became close with Skywalker's Padawan, Ahsoka Tano. Throughout his career, Rex proved to be an effective leader who truly cared for the men under his command, leading the boys in blue in many battles including Christophsis, Geonosis, Kamino, Umbara, and Mandalore, among many others. The death of ARC Trooper 5s led Rex to discover the clone inhibitor chips, which helped Ahsoka to remove his and allowed them both to survive and escape Order 66. Rex joined the Phoenix Rebel cell, reuniting with Tano and reaching the rank of Commander, even fighting in the Battle of Endor by Return of the Jedi. Rex was originally going to be the same character as the Legends ARC Trooper named Alpha 17, but George Lucas didn't want too many of the main characters of Clone Wars to have similar-sounding names, with Anakin, Ahsoka, and to a lesser extent, R2, therefore, Rex was created. Commander Appo. Taking charge of the 501st Legion once Captain Rex took off to Mandalore with the 332nd Company, Commander Appo once served as a sergeant and had an arrow on his helmet, a tribute to the character Appa from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which Dave Filoni worked on prior to Clone Wars. In Revenge of the Sith, Appa wears standard Phase 2 armor as he leads the 501st to sack the Jedi Temple. He's the clone who delivers the infamous line,
"I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave,"
before being cut down by a Jedi Padawan. Appo actually survived this and continued to serve under Darth Vader during the reign of the Galactic Empire, but was later killed by a surviving Jedi Master. Commander Vaugh. Serving in the Empire's 501st Legion under Darth Vader, Commander Vaugh was part of a 501st Stormtrooper squad that Clone Commander Appo took to Kessel. There, Vaugh and his fellow troopers rescued Vader from a group of Jedi Knights, gunning them down. He continued to serve in the 501st after Appo's death, and was likely his successor. Commander Vil. Another to serve in the Imperial iteration of the 501st was Commander Vil. About a month after Order 66, the Imperial subjugation of New Plinto proceeded at a slow pace with great difficulty. Hence, Commander Vil led a stormtrooper regiment of the 501st Legion with orders to bring the planet under Imperial control by annihilating the rebels, who were largely former members of the Separatist Alliance. The battle was a massacre, in which those who surrendered after the battle were executed. Vil reported on the victory directly to Darth Vader. Sometime later, during the Battle of Bandamir, Vil provided a casualty report to the Sith Lord. Vader then took the opportunity to ask Vil if the clones were indoctrinated with a contingency order to kill him, one similar in manner to Order 66, an order that they would carry out without question if it came from Emperor Palpatine. Vil's hesitation to answer the question confirmed Vader's suspicion. He then force-pushed the clone commander off a cliff to ensure that his inquiry did not reach the Emperor. Commander Vaugh. Another to have served in Vader's fist, Commander Vaugh accompanied the Sith Lord on a mission to rescue the son of Grand Moff Tarkin. Ultimately, Darth Vader was the only one to have survived the assignment. Captain Vaugh. Fighting under Commander Rex and Ahsoka Tano during the Siege of Mandalore, Vaugh immediately took Rex's place as captain after his short-lived promotion to commander. After being lured into an ambush, Vaughn's clone troopers were killed, and the captain soon succumbed to the same fate. Ahsoka Tano arrived at the scene and witnessed the captain's final moments. ARC Troopers 5s and Ekko. It's hard to talk about these two separately, so we'll do them both at the same time. Ekko and Fives were two of many clone troopers to be promoted to the rank of ARC Trooper, rather than intentionally bred for that role, as the army was spread thinner throughout the war. Their story began as clone cadets and members of Domino Squad who struggled during their final combat test, but eventually managed to complete it. It was there that Ekko and Fives were given nicknames by their brothers. Ekko's was because he had a tendency to repeat or echo orders as they came down, and Fives because of his identification number, CT-5555. After Domino Squad's graduation, they were stationed on the Rishi Moon Outpost, a strategic point en route to Kamino. There, the other members of Domino Squad perished, including Cutup, Droidbait, and Heavy, when droids attacked in an attempt to stage an invasion of Kamino. Luckily, Captain Rex and Commander Cody had also arrived for a routine inspection, helping the rookies to destroy the station and alert the Republic. After impressing the officers, Ekko and Fives became members of the 501st Legion. Fighting in the defense of Kamino and impressing Rex and Cody once more, Ekko and Fives were promoted to ARC Troopers. Wearing their new ARC armor, the two soldiers joined a task force sent to rescue Jedi Master Evan Peel from the separatist prison known as the Citadel. Unfortunately, while escaping, Ekko noticed a commando droid targeting a shuttle with a laser turret. He advanced in hopes of securing the ship and their escape, but was unfortunately blown up with the ship in a massive explosion that led Fives and his other comrades to believe he was killed. Fives continued his service, fighting in other crucial campaigns such as the Battle of Umbara. While on a mission to Ringo Vinda, he saw Clone Trooper Tup kill Jedi Master Tiplar after his inhibitor chip activated prematurely. This led him to uncover the chips, but when attempting to reveal his discovery to Anakin and Rex, Fives was shot by Commander Fox and died in Rex's arms. Unbeknownst to everyone, Ekko survived the explosion at the Citadel, but was gravely injured and taken prisoner by Separatist forces, kept alive via cybernetics. He was later rescued by Rex and the Bad Batch. Ekko opted to join Clone Force 99 as he fit in better with the defective clones. Ekko and the Bad Batch, except for Crosshair initially, disobeyed Order 66 and deserted the Empire, becoming mercenaries. After rescuing Hunter from Kamino just before its destruction, Ekko and the Bad Batch were presumed dead by the Empire. Ekko later left the Bad Batch and decided to join Rex to help discarded clones, notably through hijacking Imperial ships to free prisoners. ARC Trooper Jesse. Another 501st clone to be promoted to ARC Trooper, Jesse was easily recognizable by the large Republic crest on his helmet and tattooed on his forehead. Jesse fought under Rex in various campaigns, including Seleucami and Umbara, where he, Fives, and Hardcase disobeyed the orders of the soon-to-be-discovered traitor, General Pong Krell. It's likely this act that earned him the promotion to ARC Trooper, probably thanks to a recommendation from Rex. As an ARC Trooper, Jesse fought in the Battle of Anaxis, and later served with Ahsoka Tano in the 332nd during the Siege of Mandalore. It was at the conclusion of this battle when Order 66 was issued. While Ahsoka helped Rex to remove his inhibitor chip and disobey, Jesse took command of the clones and attempted to kill them both. Despite his efforts to comply with the orders ingrained into his mind, Ahsoka and Rex survived, while Jesse and the 332nd perished when their Venator-class Star Destroyer crashed. Tano and Rex buried Jesse alongside his men and used their helmets as grave markers. Hawk. Performing escort, drop-off, and extraction duties for the ground forces of the 501st, clone pilot Hawk flew several ships like the LAAT gunship and Z-95 Headhunter during the Battle of Christophsis, Teth, Umbara, and Scipio. An ace in the cockpit, Hawk was named for his highly precise, hawk-like eyes. Hardcase. According to Hardcase himself, his growth acceleration chamber on Kamino had a leak in it, which resulted in the trooper developing a hyperactive attitude. He served in the 501st in multiple early engagements in the war, including at Seleucami, Bangalore, Hissin, and Mimban, and favored the heavy Z6 rotary blaster cannon. During the dreaded Battle of Umbara, Hardcase, Jesse, and Fives disobeyed the orders of General Pong Krell in an attempt to destroy a droid supply ship themselves. The three clones flew through the space battle aboard Umbaran starfighters. When their rogue operation was looking like it would fail, Hardcase got out of his starfighter to blow up the ship himself, saying it was the only way. Hardcase used one of the wing-mounted missile pods on the ship to trigger a massive explosion, sacrificing his life to destroy the supply ship. Tup. Joining the 501st as a rookie during the Battle of Umbara, Tup had a tear tattoo on his cheek and had the exact same mark on his helmet. He grew close with Fives on Umbara and played an instrumental role in the capture of the rogue Jedi Pong Krell. Tup continued his service in the 501st at the Battle of Ringo Vinda. However, during the campaign, his inhibitor chip malfunctioned, causing him to execute Contingency Order 66 prematurely, killing Jedi General Tiplar. He was taken into custody and shipped back to the clone homeworld of Kamino. At Topoka City, Tup was believed to be suffering from a virus he contracted at Ringo Vinda. The Kaminoans attempted to terminate Tup to ensure the biochips remained a secret, but Fives was able to remove it and learn the truth, but Tup sadly passed away in the process. Kix, a clone medic, Kix notably tended to Rex when he was shot by a commando droid sniper on Seleucami. He also participated in the battles of Umbara, Anaxis, and Ringo Vinda. After Fives and Tup's deaths in Clone Wars, Kix investigated the inhibitor chips and learned of Order 66. Count Dooku couldn't risk the Jedi discovering the Sith's grand plan, so he ordered the troopers' capture. Kix was captured and frozen in a cryocycle stasis pod on a Separatist cruiser, where he would remain until the ship arrived on Sereno. As the cruiser took off, it was ambushed by Republic forces. A battle droid determined the ship was in no shape to go to Sereno, and under strict orders not to allow Kix to fall back into Republic hands, jumped through hyperspace to a random sector in the galaxy. The ship would crash on the planet, where the droid's power cells would drain, leaving Kix suspended in a stasis pod until he was discovered by a crew of pirates 30 years after the Battle of Endor. In deep shock at the fate of the Republic, Kix eventually joined the pirate gang known as the Crimson Corsair. Denal, the first featured 501st Trooper in Clone Wars to have blue-painted armor, aside from Rex of course, was Denal. He fought in early conflicts like the Battle of Mimban and the rescue of R2-D2 at Skytop Station. At the Battle of Devron, Denal was killed by the bounty hunter Cad Bane, who stole his armor as a disguise to escape right under Anakin and Ahsoka's noses, stealing a V-19 Torren starfighter. Dogma, an absolutely obedient soldier who was willing to accept any order without question, Dogma was easy for Pong Krell to manipulate during the Battle of Umbara, being the only one to seem willing to kill his fellow troopers, Fives and Jesse. When Pong Krell revealed his betrayal, Dogma was called the biggest fool of them all by Krell because of his blind loyalty. As a result of feeling betrayed, he shot and killed his former general when Krell gloated about Rex's hesitation to do so himself. Dogma slicked his hair back and sported a V-shaped tattoo across his left eye, which was also painted on his helmet. Nax. Revealed in the Dawn of the Rebellion visual guidebook, the homeless clone trooper from the Kenobi series was named Nax. He was once a member of the 501st Legion, participating in some of the earliest battles of the Clone Wars, including Teth and Christophsis. Nax even fought in the Battle of Umbara, and during the carnage of the fallen Jedi Pong Krell. Unfortunately for the clone, Nax was removed from the front lines after suffering from extensive injuries, pieces of shrapnel still in his legs by the time of Kenobi. After being discharged, Nax fell on hard times and was left to beg for a meal on the streets of Daiyu. Torren Company survivors. Torren Company was a massive group of 144 clone troopers in the 501st during the early days of the Clone Wars. They fought in the Battle of Christophsis and Teth, where all but 6 members of the unit were killed when facing an overwhelmingly large Separatist force. Aside from Rex and Nax, who we've already mentioned, the only other survivors were Addy, Del, Zir, and the medic Korik. Fox. No, not that clone commander from the Coruscant Guard. Fox was deployed during Operation Nightfall and was with Commander Appo when he talked to Bail Organa. Fox was actually the clone who fatally shot the Jedi Padawan after Appo was incapacitated. Mixer and Redeye, joining a Republic escort team assigned to protect the Mandalorian Duchess Satine Kryze aboard her yacht, Mixer and Redeye patrolled the vessel's cargo hold. Both clones were killed by an assassin droid as part of Senator Tal Merrick's failed plot to kill Kryze. Charger, the clone trooper with perhaps the most ironic name, Charger was a member of the team sent to the Citadel, where he was killed when he fell down a cliff and was charged by an electromine. Boomer, a clone ARF trooper trained to specialize in survival and reconnaissance, Boomer appeared in the Clone Wars Republic Heroes video game. Boomer was a tough veteran soldier with a tendency to crack jokes and was said to be one of Rex's most trusted soldiers. He appears in a mission where the player goes up against Cad Bane. Kano, another clone from Republic Heroes, Kano participated in cleanup actions after the Battle of Ryloth, confronting the remaining battle droids left on the planet after the Separatists' defeat. But that does it for every named 501st Clone Trooper. Which one is your favorite? Which clone topic should we cover next? Let me know in the comments. Come join us to chat more at our community Discord server, linked in the description. If you enjoyed today's Star Wars video, we've got more on the screen for you right now. Also make sure to drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe to join the Red Squadron. Until next time, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Red 5, standing by.